Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We've got so much content coming to you guys today. At least one Shanae video, possibly a second one. We have an Elizabeth jab at Shanae. We might have a Hannah Ann video, a Marissa video, a Katie Thurston video, and a Nick Vial video, which may include a Greg Grippo video. The point of all of this is there is a lot of content coming your way. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the little alert bell. Sometimes you don't always get alerted of content, even if you think you do. We have tons. I think this will be a 7-video day. So let's get into it. This, of course, is Shanae. I tried my best. Where's my Harry Potter one? I tried my best here to pixelate her so as not to spoil the episode, but it's not a season-ending spoiler. We all knew she was going home. She went home last night on the 2-on-1 date. She was gone within the first 30 minutes. A very unceremonious exit, right? They didn't leave her stranded, in a barrel floating down the river. That would have been kind of fun, right? Not to put her in harm's way, but, tether her out there. Let her, let her float out for a little bit. They didn't, in the past, we've seen Olivia Caridi, is that her name? Left on a sandbar. We've seen people left on glaciers. We've seen people left, camping, and she's left at Niagara Falls. They should have taken the passport away and said, figure it out, you know what I mean? So anyway, she leaves a statement after getting kicked off. Not an apology by all means, but a statement. If there's one thing we can agree about Shanae, it's her authenticity to not cave to what Bachelor Nation wants her to do so far. We'll see what Women Tell All has to offer, but hey, credit where it's due to her. Some people will come off as a villain and then afterwards be like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean anything. Like even Victoria Larson was like, oh my gosh, I'm apologizing. I wonder if Bachelor producers were like, we'll give you an extra $10,000, and they don't get paid in the first place. But I just wonder if they'd be like, we'll give you extra money if you don't apologize and save it for the Women Tell All. Really just ride into that character in this parasocial after the episode event. Because what happens is, they finally get to have these moments where they can not necessarily share their story, but the cat's out of the bag that they're off the show, and then they apologize. So what we have here is Shanae apologizing. Of course, this is a thumbnail from a few weeks ago. Shanae apologizing on the show. Clayton was like, I think you need to go apologize. She's like, I'll go apologize. And she apologizes and cries to everyone. And then afterwards, she's like, haha, tears, tears, tears. I got you. And so clearly, and my thought with this was, could she have felt sorry and apologized, but then in her interview afterwards, kind of played it off as a defense mechanism? That's kind of what I thought, because I'm not trying to I'm not trying to defend her, but I'm trying to figure her out, right? So she can access her tears real fast on the show. That's scary for any guy, because it's like you don't want people to cry. What do I need to do to fix this? You know what I mean? And the biggest question I've had with Shanae is the need to play the villain. She never needed to do this. She was very well liked by Clayton. She all she had to do was kind of stay by herself, and she probably would still be on the show. I feel like she would at least have several weeks left, because he was really into her. They had great chemistry, but at the same time, I mean, how many times does he have to defend her with all these people coming out? So that's kind of where things went down. Now, we made this video a couple days ago. Proof Clayton was forced to keep Shanae on the show. Now, of course, is this real proof? Come on, who knows? But wear blue in your next photo if you were forced to keep Shanae against your will. And then he wears blue shorts, and then Clayton says that is a correct observation that you're wearing blue. So was he forced to keep Shanae? Simple answer, yes. Yes, the show wanted him to keep her while he pursued his other relationships. There's enough people on the show that if you want to have your one-on-one with Rachel and your midnight clock tower meetup with Susie, you got to give the producers something, right? And what the producers wanted was Shanae to stick around so they could milk it till a 2-on-1. And now here we are, lactose intolerant, sick and tired of her nonsense. So here's what she posts. Let's play this little clip here. So there she is riding the four-wheeler with her dad, doing the thing, in their camo clothes, nice drone shots. Okay, very a Valentine's homage to her father, and that's fine. Everyone can have a good relationship with their dad. We appreciate that. There she is throwing the roses in the air. A dozen roses, doing, by the way, you can't do, I think she realizes this. You can't do the angel, whatever that's called, snow angels, when it's, not full snow. But that's that. And here's what she says. Let's read it. Wow. Whoa. What a wild ride it's been. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to spend the day with my dad, my first love. And I'm so thankful for this special relationship in my life. As we were making donuts and hauling ass, I took some time to reflect on this journey of a lifetime. I want to thank all of my homies at home and my family for supporting me through this journey. For those of you who don't know me, I wanted to share a few things. If you choose to judge me on the 5 hours of footage you've watched, I'm sad you didn't get a look into the real me. And if you were so quick to say you would never be so mean to someone while simultaneously sending me hate messages so ugly I wouldn't repost, that doesn't make you better than me. My realness isn't for everyone. Real never makes everyone happy. I made a promise to myself a long time ago that my heart won't ever be guided by anyone else but me. There are big things in store, and for now, I'm just going to eat shrimp and continue to be my authentic self. Clayton, good luck to you, and I hope you find what your heart is looking for. It was an honor to be part of your journey. And there it is, folks. There it is. I think you can be real and also acknowledge when you've done something wrong. I think she's sort of dug in to this character of hers when all people ever really wanted was for her to apologize for belittling Elizabeth's ADHD. She just belittled neurodivergency and said, oh, we all have it. And you know what? Maybe Shanae does. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. We don't really know. But it was the flippant nature at which she excused somebody else's neurodiversity by saying, hey, come on, we all have it. Like, what's the big deal? Well, everyone's affected differently. And how Elizabeth was affected was just very much demeaning by Shanae. And just like we saw with Yosef in the past, there's certain people, when confronted, are just going to put the walls up and not apologize. And that's kind of what we saw there. So speaking of not apologizing, we have an unapologetic petition on change.org. The petition is called Accountability in Bachelor Season 26. With Season 26 of The Bachelor approaching the mid-season mark, we have created this petition for a single purpose: to hold a certain contestant accountable for her poor behavior towards other contestants of various minority groups. Shanae A. She purposefully targeted a neurodiverse individual, manipulated the whole cast of the season to win the competition, and had moments of violence, or stating they wanted to perpetuate said violence. Yeah, I don't think she had moments of violence. I think we need to separate the two. You know what I mean? Like, call her out on what you want to call her out on, but I don't think she had moments of violence. I don't remember her doing anything. Did she push somebody? She touched somebody? I don't remember that. This petition has been created to state that viewers do not want to see her on our screens ever again for The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and Bachelor in Paradise. As viewers, we do not believe in rewarding behavior that promotes violence, stereotypes, and microaggressions against any group of people, especially, but not limited to, racially diverse groups and neurodiverse groups. So there it is, and it's got 179 signatures. Let's see if it's got any more. I don't imagine this getting that. Okay, let's see. It's at 187. All right, wow. Now they've 189, 190. Oh my gosh. So let's get to 500, 191. So clearly it'll start to pick up steam now that the Reddit's going to get their hands on it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Do you think there's a way for Shanae to redeem herself? Either it be through a conversation on the Women Tell All or through some social media post. Does she care to? It doesn't look like she cares to. And I guess that's important, is a lot of people, but I'll say this, that it's not wrong to not want to see this on screen. I believe that. But at the same time, I also respect Shanae, while I believe it's misguided, for sticking to her beliefs and not being forced to apologize for something she doesn't feel like she should apologize for. That's kind of where it seems like she's at. Again, like I said, I believe it's misguided. I believe the best thing to do is admit where you went wrong, which of course would be with Elizabeth admitting that she was very flippant and dismissive and all that. As far as like pushing someone off of Niagara Falls, that's all producer, that's all puppetry, right? That's the marionette stuff. That's me doing the marionette move. So that's hogwash to me. I don't pay much attention to that. But I think the neurodiversity conversation has been a good one that has come from Shanae's ignorance, But at the same time, it'd be very easy for Shanae to maybe have a conversation with someone and understand where she could have done better, and then learn to apologize. It doesn't mean you have to appease the angry mob and say, "I'm so sorry, please forgive me." But you could just say, "Hey, this is where I messed up. This is where I'll try to do better." Because you can have your truth and be your authentic self and all the things you say. But when it comes down to it, that just sometimes creates an a-hole. An a-hole is somebody who never admits when they were wrong, and they hide behind this bravado. Well, I see bravado as real insecurity, because you're not able to admit that you're an ever-evolving person. And a lot of times the show, they all kind of were like, "Shanae, you need to apologize now." They all kind of jumped on her, right? A lot of times someone who's stuck in this bravado of insecurity doesn't want to admit they did wrong, because that's sort of like a little dent in the armor. And I think that's exactly what she needs to do. Don't expect to see it, but then again, maybe on Women Tell All, we'll have to see how that all plays out. Let me know what you guys think. I've got a ton of content coming your way today. I'm about to go live on the Patreon at 9 a.m. We'll probably go live for a couple hours. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. You can come check us out there. That'll be the behind the scenes as we put together the thumbnails and get everything ready to make the episodes. All right, folks, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye now.